The sting of departure, understanding why she left. When a woman leaves, it leaves a void. It's a blow to the ego, a hit to your sense of self-worth. You question everything. Was it something you did? Weren't you good enough? These are natural reactions, but dwelling on them will only hold you back. Instead of blaming yourself, try to understand her reasons for leaving. Maybe she wasn't ready for commitment. Perhaps she felt suffocated or unfulfilled. It could even be as simple as her needing to figure out her own path. Whatever the reason, it's crucial to remember that her leaving is not a reflection of your worth. People evolve, circumstances change, and sometimes paths diverge. It hurts, but it's a part of life. Don't let her decision define your value. Take this time to reconnect with yourself, to rediscover your passions, and to focus on your personal growth. Remember, you are not defined by her absence. Turn your pain into power and emerge from this experience better than before. The echo of her absence, life after she moved on. The initial shock of her leaving might have subsided, but life feels different. There's a void where she used to be, a constant reminder of her absence. The shared routines, the inside jokes, the comfortable silences, they're all gone. It's easy to get lost in the memories, to romanticize the past and yearn for what was. But resist that urge. Dwelling on the past will only keep you tethered to the pain. Instead, embrace this new chapter of your life. Focus on rebuilding your life, on rediscovering yourself outside the context of the relationship. Reconnect with old friends, pursue neglected hobbies, or try something entirely new. This is your chance to create a life you love, a life that excites and fulfills you. Show yourself and the world that you are capable of thriving even in the face of heartbreak. The siren's call, recognizing her motives for returning. Just when you're starting to move on, to heal and rebuild, she reappears. It could be a casual text, a late-night phone call, or even a chance encounter. Suddenly, all those buried feelings, those unresolved emotions come rushing back. You feel a flicker of hope, a glimmer of the familiar warmth you once shared. But before you let your guard down, before you entertain the idea of reconciliation, take a step back. Why is she back? What are her true motives? Often the reasons for a woman's return are more about her than about you. Maybe she's going through a rough patch, feeling lost and alone. Perhaps she's realizing that the grass isn't greener on the other side. Or it could be as simple as her missing the comfort and familiarity you provided. Whatever the reason, it's crucial to approach her return with a healthy dose of skepticism. Don't let it be toyed with again. The mirage of reconciliation. Why her return isn't about you. It's tempting to believe that her return signifies regret, that she's realized the error of her ways and wants you back. But the reality is often more complex. Her reasons for returning are rarely as straightforward as a change of heart or a sudden realization of your worth. More often than not, her reappearance is driven by her own needs and insecurities, not a genuine desire to rekindle the relationship. She might be seeking validation, a boost to her ego after facing rejection or disappointment elsewhere. The sight of you moving on, of thriving without her, can be a blow to her self-esteem. Her return, then, becomes a way to reassert control, to reassure herself that she still holds a place in your life. Or perhaps she's driven by guilt. Seeing you hurting, even if it's a consequence of her own actions, can trigger feelings of remorse. But this guilt isn't necessarily about you. It's about alleviating her own discomfort rather than a genuine desire to right the wrongs of the past. The fortress of self-respect. Establishing unshakable boundaries. Now that you're aware of the potential motivations behind her return, it's time to establish firm boundaries. This isn't about being cold or vindictive. It's about protecting your emotional well-being and preventing further heartache. Remember, you've spent valuable time healing, rebuilding, and rediscovering yourself. Don't allow her to derail your progress or to treat your heart like a revolving door. Start by being clear about your intentions. If you're not open to reconciliation, communicate it directly and honestly. Don't leave any room for ambiguity or false hope. Limit contact and avoid situations that might lead to emotional entanglement. This might mean declining invitations to hang out, muting her on social media, or even blocking her number if necessary. Remember, you're not obligated to be her friend, confidant, or emotional crutch. Your well-being comes first. The path to empowerment. Choosing yourself and your growth. This is a pivotal moment, a crossroads where you choose between revisiting the past and embracing the future. It's easy to get caught up in the familiarity, the comfort of what once was. But true strength lies in choosing yourself, in prioritizing your growth and happiness above all else. Remember, her leaving, while painful, provided an opportunity for introspection and self-discovery. You've learned valuable lessons about yourself, about your needs and boundaries, and about what you truly want in a partner. This is your chance to redefine what happiness looks like for you, to create a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's empowering. It's about recognizing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve. The future unburdened. Embracing the freedom to move on. Moving on isn't about erasing the past or pretending it didn't happen. It's about acknowledging the experience, learning from it, and allowing yourself to heal and grow. It's about recognizing that her departure, while painful, doesn't diminish your worth or define your future. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go of the past. See this as an opportunity to write a new chapter in your life, one filled with new experiences, new connections, and a renewed sense of self-love and acceptance. Don't be afraid to love again, to open your heart to someone who appreciates you for who you are. But this time, approach love with wisdom and discernment. Embrace the future with an open heart and a clear mind, knowing that you are capable of creating a life filled with love, joy, and fulfillment.